Station of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials up 140, Nasdaq up 85, S&P's up 23, gold contract up $6, trading at $12.27 an ounce. You had silver up 22 cents, $14.49 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.20, $54.72. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note down 6 ticks, 119.04. 30-year bond down 11, 139.22. Now, but with both the 10 and the 30 did, folks, is that they got into their October swing highs. The 10 didn't have enough volume. 30 had the volume, and you're backing down with light volume, so they still want higher price, lower yield. King dollar down 191 ticks, trading 96.525. King dollar is wavering at this August 15th swing high once again, which is 96.450. Euro's at 114.02 to 1 U.S. dollar. Yen is out here at 104 to 1 U.S. dollar. Bottom line is that you got a little green on the marketplace out here. That being said, coming into this beautiful Thanksgiving weekend, there's been some rocking and rolling inside these marketplaces.
There sure has, man.
Pretty intense.
The day is young. We'll see what happens today.
Day is young. And what'll happen, folks, is that markets close tomorrow. Friday, you have markets are open till 1 o'clock, and you can expect they will push these markets wherever they want to push them, up, down, and all around.
Because it'll be a slow market, because we're not going to be here, and a lot of people that's not going to be in the market for that 9:30 till 1 session.
No doubt. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Heeks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, fast market. You want to understand options, option strategies, defined risk, all the above. Outstanding program. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys. It's a nice weekend to spend. I will be in South Florida for the long weekend, so I'll be down in the O'Brien part of the country.
That's a beautiful thing.
We're happy to hear it for you, man.
Thank God you are.
That's for your benefit that you're, because, man, you guys got some cold temperatures, whether it's the Northeast, and, Kevin, it's beautiful down here, so get ready for it.
Yeah, it's, Kevin, it's 72. The sky is so blue, it's insane. I mean, this is...
Lots to be thankful for.
This is why we live here.
The weather being one of them.
Yeah,
totally.
right. No doubt, man. Hey,
exactly right.
When we talk about defined risk, I just like to get into a little,
Yep.
The natural gas markets, folks. We know that went bonkers the other day. And yesterday I was talking about, Kevin, actually one of the funds right in Tampa blew up, $150 million out the door. And what that was all about, we've seen this before, long periods of time, when people just basically sell options and really are not covered. And
exactly right.
Can we talk about that a little? Because
sure.
It seems like I know some of the traders in the den says they're picking up nickels in front of a steamroller. What happens, folks, is that if we can just talk about it, if you can explain how that works.
And you've listened to our shows, and your viewers have listened to our shows, and you've heard me harp on this for years,
yes,
frankly,
yes,
coming on these shows about defined risk.
Right.
Because you can't decide what the market's going to do. And markets weaken, and especially futures markets can weaken and get squeezes. And this is what you see. That whole move, a major part of that move down in crude oil and that move up in natural gas was the unwinding of a pairs trade, where basically you were long crude oil, short natural gas, and it's something that was range bound for a long time. It probably made a fair amount of money, but like we say in this in the business, Tom, is if you are trading without risk definition, you're just borrowing the money.
Yes.
Because they're going to come get it eventually.
Right.
And they come get it when you least expect it, and then the markets get, you remember, what happened in natural gas and part of what happened in crude oil are people that have to make trades, right? People that were long crude oil don't want to sell at $54. People that were short natural gas did not want to cover where they wanted to cover, but they had to.
Right.
And that's what risk definition gives you. That's the difference. You know, a short spread, it can run through your strikes, but you're stopped out at that long strike.
Which is
right?
huge.
And that is the difference. And, you know, I know the fund that you're talking about. They've come on the TD Ameritrade Network. But we've always had kind of back and forth discussion about defining risk. You hear me say it on Fast Market all the time. Even when we have a guest on that likes to do it one way, we say, here's the way we do it.
Right.
Because I don't want to be that person that advises someone that hurts them money, because you can be wrong. Everyone that's traded, if you're trading these markets, especially in the last 60 or 90 days, you've been wrong on some things.
Well, you know what's
But
amazing?
If you define your risk, you've got a chance.
Right. You know what I have a hard time comprehending. If you trade the markets, you're always wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you can't get that head in your head, folks, that you're going to be wrong a lot. Forget it. Don't trade, man, because you're definitely going to blow up. I mean,
believe me, Tom. For every day that I've stood on a stage, and I said for every day that I've left the markets going, boy, I owned them today.
Yes.
I was right on everything I did. I've also left the market going, if I owned a funeral parlor, no one would die. That's how wrong I am right now.
And you
right?
know, totally. And what's so great, folks, is that when you're really on a roll, then you think you're King Kong. And if you think you're King Kong, guess what? The devil's coming the next day, man.
Sure.
Yeah. Chances are you're on the top of a building and you're about to fall off.
Seriously.
Right? I mean, these markets will humble you. These markets will go sometimes, many times, where they can hurt the most people.
Right.
Right? Especially in the futures market, Tom. You've seen it.
Yes.
If markets get tilted one way in terms of open interest in longs or shorts, that weakens the market in that direction. And I've seen it. Let's just put it this way, Tom. I've seen it too many times. I know. I've seen too much.
Right. And, you know,
let that
folks,
happen.
the main reason I brought this up, the first time I saw it come down, I wasn't around in '87. I saw it come down in 1999. People made money for a long time, but they were in the option market, but they didn't have defined risk, and that's what we're talking about. That's why I brought it up, Kevin. So, like, we get new people out here, and you think you can have a streak for 4 or 5 years, and then all of a sudden in one day you're out of the market.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's really important to understand when we talk about defined risk, as Kevin's saying, it's defined risk. You know, you're not going to blow your brains out in a day.
Right.
It just is not going to happen.
Instead of selling a call, you're selling a call vertical spread,
Yes.
which limits the risk to the width of those strikes. Now, that doesn't mean you can't add more risk.
Right.
A lot of people come back and say, well, that's not enough. If you do, well, widen your strikes out.
Right.
Put more risk on that way, but stop the risk. You know, control the catastrophic risk is the key to trading daily and over a long period of time.
Right, because over a long period of time, you know, between Kevin
Something's
and
gonna
Tommy,
happen.
both of you guys are math guys and understand the risk even extraordinary. You're going to lose. If you don't have defined risk, man, you're going down.
Well, and like in that strategy, even if it's a once in a 10-year deal, I wouldn't be trading a strategy if you tell me that, you know, hopefully, you know, within the span of 10 or 15 years, you're going to see a volatile event that might wipe you out. And it's like, well, no, let's pick a different strategy.
Totally. 45 minutes right here. You want to understand defined risk, folks? You're going to get it right from the man. Kevin, you have a great Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving. You're going to love the weather. Come on down, brother.
Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Can't wait.
You too. Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 134. You get the Nasdaq up 83. S&P's up 22. And, you know, in this market, folks, if you happen to be a bull, this is the scenario you don't want to see. And what that is that you're going to get a bounce out here today, and it's going to be anemic volume. You know, that just sets up lower prices. So we'll see how the rest of this is going to shake out. But what we did have yesterday, you had that expansion of volume yesterday. We did 136 million inside the SPY. Now the lows have 160, but guess what? You didn't hit them. We'll bounce today, you get lighter volume. I suspect we're going to probably bounce on Friday, and that's going to set up quite a week when we come back.
Yes.
Oil, we get oil out here today, right?
That's right, we sure do.
So oil market has been, bottom line, rocking and rolling in a huge way.
Oh, man, right? So yesterday, I mean, it's every single day. So this is just going back barely 24 hours. Call it 28. Tuesday morning, yesterday morning, 6:30 in the morning, we're sitting at 57.37. We trade all the way down to a 52 handle. We trade $4.50 down to 52.76. Yep. And now we're up a good solid $1.75. So looking at the January contract, sitting at 54.41. It's about 10.20 right now. We get those numbers at 10.30. And we'll start things off. Let's take a look at the 11 a.m.s, and we may need to refresh this for the noons because it's been up since early this morning. So 54.75 lines up okay, but you're going to have about 30 cents of intrinsic value on the bearish side. So this would be your bullish trade, completely out of the money, costing you about 13 pennies, it looks like. Yeah, you'd start to gain value at 54.75, and your bearish spread's going to have all the value. That's going to be pretty expensive. So you're going to have 53, whatever it is, and I am just going to refresh this real quick to take a look at the noon trades. Give me one moment. Pull up that same. Okay, pull this back. Close all that good stuff out, blow that up. And what happens here is that these spreads open up every 2 hours, and I just need to refresh my account to get them all in here. So I go to crude. Now you have the noon expirations, and these line up with the same exact 54.75.
Okay.
So now
it's moved so much.
Yeah, and you can see that it's literally almost square in the middle of the two. So each spread is 75 cents is kind of how they ladder them. And so you'd have 54 as an option. You'd have 54.75. You're sitting right now at 54.37. Jumping just to the dailies to take a peek, you could have 54.50, not bad. You know, you're about 12 pennies away from that. And what's cool here is that these are $3 spreads. The price here, I just say, what did oil move yesterday? Almost $4.
Right.
So gaining that exposure is something that could gain value for sure. And before we even jump around, how do those line up? Okay, and then the big daily ones don't really line up that well because oil's moved so much since last night when they opened.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
You get a 50-50 in there.
Right? I know, pretty remarkable. But that's when oil was sitting at about 52.50, which is crazy. Okay, jumping back to the $3 dailies. So we're even inching closer. So now we're about 9 pennies away from the middle of this. This would be your bullish spread.
Yeah.
You're a little bit out of the money here, right? You're about 6 pennies. It's great. It's climbing right to that 54.50 while we talk about it. And that's going to cost you 41. And there's going to be some premium price in here,
they want
right?
some premium in them.
I would want it to.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, this speaks to what we were just
Look at that.
Yeah, you know, and this does speak to what we were just talking about, as in somebody's selling us this option.
Yes.
They're on the other side, right? What
Right.
were we just talking about, Kevin? They're the ones selling the option. Well, if they're giving us the defined risk, okay?
They better.
And, you know,
They get the premium
they
in
have
today.
defined risk too, but they're giving us defined risk to the tune of risking 41 to make 260, risking 47 to make 250. With the type of movement we're getting in crude, they're making you pay a little bit more on that level. So decent action. We're sitting basically
89 cents. That's a big number.
It is a big number, and it's especially a big number when you look at how perfectly these spreads are actually lining up, where it's, you know, very close to. We're now within. It's great. We're now within 3 pennies of the exact middle of that spread, as in you're paying no intrinsic value, and that's why they line up so close. And look at, as we speak, boom, 54.50 on the dot. So there's the sell, there's the buy, and you can see what's nice here is that as long as you're pretty close, it hasn't changed how much they're costing, right?
Right.
One is just transferring to the next, as in when one ticks down, this one ticks up. So you're about $47. As long as you're really close to that number being 54.50, it's going to be pretty comparable because you're a penny two on each side. But yeah, that's a pricey spread. But guess what? We'll see what happens when the news breaks, right? You can see oil move $1 in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So let me bring that up, and we'll take a look at this. So we get crude right now.
And they're talking about in the den. We'll have to see that maybe natural gas could be today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because of course,
Holiday.
market close tomorrow. Natural gas usually Thursdays at 10:30. Maybe they up that schedule.
Okay, so let's bring this. Yeah.
My question would be, if they can get it out on Wednesdays, why not get it out every Wednesday? That'd be pretty good, right? You'd have oil and natural gas drop at the same time.
Yeah. Well, 52.90's game again.
Oh. Anything's game in the oil market, man.
Totally.
No,
so let's look at natural gas and see if they tell us. It'd be interesting if they. Let's see, gas. Where are you? Oh, look at this. Gas is moving again.
I mean, percentage-wise.
Well, listen. This cold weather. This is good. It had that. This is going to be the coldest in Boston since like 1897. So.
Yeah, like 117 years, 100 years. I mean, I showed you yesterday morning the map of what the wind chills looked like, and they were all in the negatives, which is remarkable around that area. Let's see. For outlook for seasonal storage drop. So gas and storage probably dropped more than 100 billion cubic feet last week, according to analyst estimates. Inventories are already at the lowest since 2003 for this time of year, and plunging temperatures in the Northeast this week could deepen that deficit. So let's see if
this is really early for that kind of.
Yeah.
February is cold in Boston, but not Thanksgiving.
So we got inventories probably fell by 100 billion cubic feet last week, but based on the median analyst estimate of 13, compiled with the range being from 98 to 120.
Average draw is only 25.
Okay. Yeah.
5-year average.
This is not an average week in late November, right? I mean, can you imagine? You know, you got all those high school football games going on up there, right? Yeah, you better get those long johns on, man.
I get it.
And let's jump over to oil real quick. They usually got a top live. Come on, get away.
Yeah, it's there somewhere.
There we go. And see what they got coming up for oil. So we got about a minute till the break. So let's see. Production's on fire. We're hovering around 11 million barrels. This is U.S. crude in terms of how much. It's great how they start these about 10 minutes prior to the number, and they're just kind of filling it with tidbits of information as we await the 10:30 number. We'll see if we get the estimate.
We're pumping a lot of oil.
We sure
in the
are.
U.S.
Oh yeah, and that's a big reason for the cheap prices, right? And to jump back, yeah. So sitting right at that 54.50 as we come into that number at 10:26, we'll get those numbers at 10:30.
877-927-6648.
And they're saying the natural gas may be at noon.
Oh, cool. Okay. Let's go look at that dollar again. So DXZ, this dollar, it looks to me like you're going to fail once again. Now, if we get a failure out here today, it's going to be pretty cool because you're going to get volume again. Not a huge amount, but this is a huge amount for this time of the day, especially on a holiday. You know, yesterday we went up on 19,000. We're already done 17,000. Just trying to get back inside that 96,450. So each and every time that we fail at that number, the dollar gets weaker. You know, we'll see where this baby shakes out. But the way that the dollar is trading out here, it looks to me like not only are you going to get inside it, it looks to me like this dollar is going to go dramatically lower. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back with these oil numbers.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Well, we got plenty of oil.
There's your headline number, man. Inventories rising 4.85 million barrels. Estimate had been for about an increase of 3.4. The Bloomberg users looking for 3.6. So more oil than they expected. Jumping back to the chart, we'll jump in. We got oil trading at 54.31 to pull up that contract again. We'll get into the spreads. Crude oil just jumping around. So we're trading about 54.50. So more oil than we expected, right? We're seeing a decrease in price. That would make sense.
Yeah.
We spiked down to a low of 54.16 pretty quickly. And again, though, we had some decent volatility premiums.
Oh, yeah, it's 90 cents. We're talking 90 cents.
90 cents was till the 2:30. Even we took a look at the 11 a.m.s, I think, and those are going to cost even like 55 or so forth. So decent volatility. But yeah, you could have taken the 2:30 spreads with $3 of exposure on each side until 2:30. That was costing almost like 90 pennies. So oil better pick up the pace, man, to get to that 90 penny mark for sure. And let's just jump back one more time to see if they're breaking down some of those numbers. And there it is. So crude rising, inventories rising 4.8. Median estimate was about 3.4. You had Cushing crude almost flat. PAD 3 crude up 3.3 million barrels. Gasoline was looking for basically flat, right? A decrease of 1.3 million.
We're using gasoline, yep. Well, everyone probably was like you. They just didn't get any gasoline.
They waited and they filled it up, right? Totally. So yeah, gasoline inventories falling 1.3 million barrels. And let's see, so imports pretty close. Crude production basically 0.0. Interesting stuff. And as they're noting, seeing a quick spike down to the downside on that news. And we'll jump back one more time before we jump away. And that didn't last too long. We'll see what happens. That market's going to jump around, I imagine, for the rest of the trading day.
Yeah, there's some plenty of oil. That's the bottom line. And in fact, you know, there's an article out here this morning that within another 4 months in the Permian Basin in West Texas, right, they're going to be pumping an additional 2 million barrels a day.
Wow.
Because they can pump it right now, but what's going to happen is that they're going to have the pipelines to get it out.
Okay.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of oil.
It's a lot of oil.
Definitely.
Let's get over and take a look at that gold contract. So gold right now, folks, you know, it's catching a nice little bid intraday, and what you're going to see here, it's going to be interesting coming into this the end of the day out here. The reason being is that you can see that this buy was a pretty good buy at 10.20. That's 10,000 contracts.
Definitely.
And you're going into that high from yesterday when we had 7,000 contracts.
Yeah, it's about 8:30 in the morning yesterday.
Yeah. So bottom line, that's what you like to see if you want higher price. Now that's setting up a 12.40 gold contract because we took out the 12.29.50. You did it with the 10,000 versus the 7,000. So we'll see whether this shakes out the rest of the day. But these are the types of days also that you can get those wild moves, you know, because, you know, because the liquidity is not as much.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
I would agree. Especially as you come into the afternoon.
Right.
We'll see. Unless something's going crazy, I imagine people might wrap up a little bit early.
Oh, it's gonna be an early day.
Go make sure they got all the fixings and the turkey ready for tomorrow.
I'm gonna be cooking the stuffing.
Perfect.
I got the bread out already.
How about Foot Locker? Do you see up like $8? Let's see if this is a news article that does it. So Foot Locker started just about 17% Wednesday, so they came out with their results. Do they have them right in here? I was looking for the earnings. Come on, where are we? Maybe we can just go into Foot Locker and then news. Whoops, that's going to be
FT,
Ford. It's FL, I think, right? Yeah. Let's see. So let's see if we got it in here. There we go. So they beat on earnings 95 cents to 92. Comp sales up almost at 3% versus 2. Third quarter sales coming in line and gross margins as well.
Geez, you know, they didn't beat by that much to be up that much. So they must have been.
I was looking for more as well.
People must have been worried about Foot Locker then. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm thinking is that now the worry's not there.
I'm just clicking around for maybe even more. Yeah, this is just the numbers, but okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Quite
that chart looks like. Yeah. So.
Wow. What happened yesterday? Oh, yesterday was the retail woes.
Yeah.
That's what.
Still down from 77, but guess what? It saved itself.
It did. I mean, it got sucked down with all the retail stocks yesterday, and then they came out with their earnings and surprised the market.
No doubt.
Yeah.
The let's go over and take a look at the GDX right now. So the GDX right now Yep, 47 cents, tucking its head over the 1966. Now it's going to be cool here. Yeah, it could have enough volume. That'd be small ABC up. Your 8 point on that would be 1873, almost a buck, which would get you almost 20 bucks, which that's not the swing high, but it's getting close to it. So we're going to get a lot of movement out here in general, but I guess the biggest deal is that how. Oh, here, I'll show you something inside this note market, folks, in the bond market. And you see this. I think that 30-year note is setting up an ABC up. So what we did out here, your last swing high, I'm going to take the one before it because that's the highest volume, 553,000. That was established on the 26th of October. We did 476 yesterday, which is pretty good going into it, okay, because the actual swing is 445. Now you're backing down with light volume. That's saying you're going to build some cars and you might have a big ABC structure up. And if you do, that means that these markets not done getting into lower price, you know. And what we will have is that when we come back on Monday, just depends on how much they can push this market around. Was that the oil market?
Yes, I was just going to check back. So we did spike down to right at $54, $53.98. We're sitting about $54.11. So market kind of reacting to more oil than they had thought, and then deciding that, you know what, we're going to send it a little bit lower, at least off the bat. But yeah, 54 right now.
Yeah.
You know, it might be paying cheaper at the gas pump still.
Oh, well, the gasoline is awesome, man. Because gasoline, folks, let's see, unleaded gas right now is at 151.
Yeah.
You know, that, you know, and that, what a one-way route this is. That's down from 214 October 3rd.
Yeah. Big time.
That's amazing, man.
It is. Talking about 65 cents. I mean, a full 30% from where we were trading it.
Yeah, monster numbers.
Yes.
Monster numbers. We go take a look at the Rheingold. So you get Barrick Gold moving higher, and of course, as Barrick Gold moves higher, you know, they're taking over Rheingold. That puts the big bid inside Rheingold.
Excuse me.
You want to watch both of these because what we have with Rheingold right now is that Rheingold is actually right up into a downdraft from February. It already basically made a nice run.
Okay.
You know, and this is a heads up in general that this market wants, the metals market wants higher price. And we saw that yesterday with Franco-Nevada. Oh, look at this is nice. So Franco-Nevada is taking a lead once again. This is one of the biggest streaming stocks. And this is...
When you say streaming stocks?
Streaming stocks means that it's a royalty stock. You can see this. They only have 26 employees.
Okay.
And watch the revenue.
Right, no, huge.
160 million every 90 days with 26 employees.
Not bad.
That's a good business.
That is a good business.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 130, Nasdaq is up 83, S&Ps are up 22. Let's go to our man Carlos from Mission, Texas. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How are you guys?
Morning, Carlos.
We're doing great. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Happy
You
Thanksgiving.
the best.
So, the peso, huh?
Yes, you know that at this time of the year, I'm very concerned about the peso and because the relationship that has with the dollar. As you know, we have a new elected president that is, well, if you have to say it's completely different ideology than the one we had for the last 80 years.
Okay.
So I'm a little worried, to be honest, and worried because we have seen cases of Venezuela and other places of the world where changes sometimes bring. I'm not worried about the change. I'm worried about the expectation. That sometimes are too high. And my concern now is how bad can that hurt the peso if you can look at the chart.
Absolutely. So the peso right now is trading at 20 pesos to $1 US. Let me put this back a bit. I actually like how it's, well, actually, hold it. 20 pesos to $1 US. Oh, I see. 20. Yeah, so it looks to me like we can go to 21 pretty easy. Pull this back a bit. Because the reality, I just want to get this straight. So as the peso goes up, that means it's getting weaker, right, Carlos?
Yes. The peso, actually, if the dollar goes up, the dollar gets weaker. I mean, the peso gets weaker and weaker. And before the elections, it was strong. I remember I spoke to you. And
yeah, we're down to 10, right?
It was very
Oh,
good.
not 10, no.
About 18 or something like that.
18.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And after that, it spiked. There was a cancellation of the airport, and it was a project that it was ongoing, and it hurt a lot of construction companies, and
I see.
Cemex was hurt really bad.
Yeah.
It was one of the most damaged companies, and Carlos Slim got a real big reversal on his investment. So there's a lot of worry right now about different projects, especially in oil, for foreign companies, and that's the fundamental factors. That's the reason I'm calling for to check on the technicals and see.
Yeah, it looks that high that was generated out here in January looks like it can get hit 22.
January of 17. Yeah.
Yeah, January 17. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get prepared. And well, I haven't spoke to you guys for a while, and I've been listening to the program, and that change that you guys did on the website is so good. I'm still working on understanding everything, but I think I got everything under control. But it looks very nice. And,
well, we appreciate it.
Sometimes we worry about change, but hey, if it's for good, it's always welcome.
Yeah. And how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling a lot better, Tom. I have to say that I've been. I had to move to Texas because it was getting out of control, my expenses as far as my medical bills.
Yep.
And here I live very close to the nearest hospital where I can take care of my problem.
Good.
And it's a lot way cheaper. And the procedures they do, they're not as conventional as the ones I've seen in the United States.
Right.
And some things have worked a lot better for me. And with these, as far as the price, as far as there's a lot of Americans taking care of themselves in Mexican hospitals. Even,
yes.
I don't know if you you know this. If you live in Mexico, it doesn't matter if you're Canadian or American, just for being a Mexican a resident of Mexico.
Yep.
Even if you're just staying, documented or undocumented, you can receive medical attention for free.
Yeah, no, you know, at a club that I belong to, right, there's a couple guys that told us the story, right? This one guy, great guy, he had like huge problems with his hip, right? And so I know about this because he went home and they, the stem cell deal, right?
Yes.
And bottom line, man, he's good now. It's like, wow, man. I mean, and it was that dramatic. I mean, because this poor guy, you know, when you're working and something's wrong with your hips, folks, it's painful, like in a huge way. And I saw him, and I says, okay, tell me what happened. He told me. I says, man, this is amazing. And just like you said, there's some unconventional deals there that are working that, you know, we just don't do yet, you know, so.
Yes, and many of those benefits are available for any person who resides in Mexico. And the other thing is, as far as here, well, my premium is $1,400 a month of insurance.
Yep.
That I still pay, plus co-payments. And sometimes all those payments are, I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Right.
Very, very difficult to handle. And I understand why a lot of people, especially older citizens, are retiring in places like Puerto Vallarta. And
oh, for sure,
places.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. I know. There's no doubt, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole different ballgame. Well, you sound strong, man, so that's freaking awesome. That's...
Yeah, yes, definitely. I'm getting way better.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate everything, all the support from the Dan and from you guys. And I really want to thank, if I don't talk to you guys, I want to thank completely the people who work with you, very kind and humble people. I really appreciate every time I give a call. Last time I spoke to Tommy, he was right on the phone. He recognized me, and I was helped by him, and
course, right.
very
That's
professional.
awesome. Yeah.
I know you're a very proud parent of Tommy.
It's a beautiful thing. That's right.
He's a very good man. Thank
Big
you,
time.
Tom. Thank you, Tommy. And
It's always a
have
pleasure,
a
Carlos.
great weekend.
Thanks for calling, man.
Great to hear from you,
Great
Carlos.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Have a great
Take
Thanksgiving,
care.
man.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You gotta love it.
You gotta love it, man.
Gotta love it.
Totally. Yeah, that peso, pretty wild, for sure.
Oh.
Well, I would say it's going to have some volatility coming up in next year, next couple of years. There's a lot to be sorted out still down there with this current administration and what's going on. So we'll see what happens.
My God.
Yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately,
Yeah.
that is the reality.
That's an, you know, the dollar. What's going to get interesting, folks, is that the more that I keep looking at this dollar, it seems to me the amount of times it's failed up here, you know, all we need is one big down day, and this dollar looks to me like it's in tough shape. But, you know, we'll.
It's one of the only things green yesterday. It's one of the only things red today.
Yeah. And it's that 96,450. Now, there's a couple articles out here this morning, and what it's about is that at the end of the year, the banks have to. There's so many dollar loans overseas that the banks have to basically get dollars on their balance sheets. So there could be a squeeze for dollars, you know, coming the end of the year.
Okay.
And it's only a technicality, but it's a technicality because of the banking rules.
Okay.
So I read that. I said, oh, this is going to be interesting, because that would mean the dollar has to make it buy that if everyone needs dollars.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 193. Nasdaq's up 76. S&Ps are up 18. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So, oil.
Yeah, we got some volatility, that's for sure. We spiked all the way back up to 54.67, sitting about 20 cents before where we were at on that number coming out at 10:30. So we'll see where the market goes. And of course, tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Got some Thanksgiving NFL football going on. We talked about quite a game Monday night. I'm not sure any of these games will compare with that game. But Detroit Lions, always a hallmark of Thanksgiving. They're hosting the Bears. You get the Redskins Cowboys, a classic as well. And decent games in Redskins 6-4, Cowboys 5-5.
Okay.
And then Falcons Saints tomorrow night. Saints are on a tear. Drew Brees potential MVP. Should be some good football,
So
some good Thanksgiving turkey.
So it starts 12:30 and goes all night, really.
They cover the entire board, man. East Coast to West Coast. They get it done, the NFL, for sure.
And, of course, if you're all the football games...
stay warm up in the Northeast for those high school football games. Those dads out there, the kids. Usually, if you're playing, you're fine somehow, right? If you figure it out. No, I mean, it's not easy, but it's people watching, man. You're not moving. That's really intense.
Forget it, man.
Because when you're playing, your body temperature's on the rise.
Right.
You get bundled up at least. I mean, hopefully you don't lose a finger in that cold, man. That's a different kind of cold.
Yeah. And market-wise, folks, bottom line, you're going to get looks like market, get a little bounce going. You get light volume.
Pretty calm hour for the hour we were just on the air.
I'm telling you, it's problematic for the markets. Bounce on light volume is just setting up that next leg down because we're still about 160 points away from that high volume low inside that February 9th number. So right now we're at 26.61 and it's 25.32.
Yeah, 130 points.
It's not that bad, actually. It's only 130 points.
Not with the volatility we've been having recently. That's not. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next. Then we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Be safe when you're driving,
No drunk driving. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's right. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The